Okay, I got this script about 2 weeks ago, and I really didn't start studying it till like last week. I got through scenes 2 through 7. I had to get those in because scene 8 is like a long one. It's a page and a half. I got it, but I don't have it yet. So I still got until the 8th of March to get scene 8 perfect. But I'm really just focusing right now on scenes 2 through 7. And I got the script here. I'm gonna put it behind my back, and I'm gonna see how I do. If I mess up, I mess up. If I don't, wow, that's great. It'll give me confidence for scene 8. So here goes scenes 2 through 7. My daughter's in the scenes. The devil is in the scenes, and I'm the dad. So here we go.
Edith's Cottage, Haraway, daytime. Peter, in his 70s, wearing a cardigan and slacks, slightly hunched from old age, talks on the phone.
Yes, that sounds great, dear.
He brushes back the little amount of gray hair he has left on his head.
No, it'll be great to see you.
He closes his eyes and pictures the bridge of his nose.
I know, I know. Go on, I'll see you in a bit. Bye.
He hangs up the phone and stares into space. He walks towards the front door and peers out the window beside him before turning into the house. Scene 3, interior, living room, daytime. A radio sits on a coffee table in the center of the room. Radio announcer. That makes it the third suspected murder in under 3 months. We are expecting an announcement from the police department later today.
Oh, shut up!
Peter walks towards the radio and switches it off. He sits down on an armchair, slumps himself, and stares at the radio as though it had betrayed him. Scene 4, interior, Peter's cottage, bedroom. Peter sits at the end of his bed, staring at the ground. A dark shadow sifts through the room and surrounds him. He buries his face in his hands.
No, please.
A deep whispering voice.
I can't.
Courage!
No, no.
Peter shoots his head up, stunned.
Really. Not Paige.
The voice says, tonight.
Please, anybody else.
The shadow moves away from Peter and disappears. Peter falls back on the bed and begins to cry. Scene 5, interior, Peter's cottage, hallway. Later that day. The doorbell rings, and again, a few seconds later. Peter walks towards the door, undoes the lock, opens it a little, and peers out the little crack.
Ah, Paige.
He opens the door fully. Paige is standing. Paige says, expecting someone else there?
Not at all, no.
Peter lets out a chuckle.
Come in.
Paige steps in and shakes herself off and says, crazy crazy weather out there.
Awful. You want some tea?
Paige flashes a quick grin at him and says, please. Scene 6, interior, Peter's cottage, kitchen. Moments later, Peter and Paige sit at the dining table with cups of tea in front of them.
You sure you don't want a biscuit?
Paige says, yeah, I'm fine. Peter smiles at her for a second, then glances down, looking into his tea. Paige continues, awful news about those murders.
Yeah, animals.
Paige says, 3 young girls. I went to school with one of them, Sarah Willem. Do you remember her? Peter's eyes still fixed on his teeth, shakes his head. Paige continues, she wasn't all there. A bit simple. Like, imagine doing that to a girl like her. She was found just up the road, in the trees, blood everywhere. Peter slams his hand down on the table, his eyes still not shifted from his cup. Paige continues, Dad! A tear rolls down Peter's cheek. Paige continues, Dad, what's wrong?
I miss her.
Paige says, Mom? Peter nods his head. Paige reaches over and grabs his hand. Paige continues, I know we all do. She squeezes his hand tighter and continues saying, would it not help if you got out of here for a bit? Come spend a few days with us, as long as you like.
I can't.
Paige continues, you can't just hide away, Dad. We all miss her. We all need each other. We never see you. You're shutting us all out. Peter lifts his gaze and stares into Paige's eyes.
You don't want to be around me.
Paige says, Dad, of course we do. We're here to help. Peter pulls his hands through Paige's grasp.
Sorry. I have to use the bathroom.
Scene 7, interior, Peter's cottage. Moments later, Peter stands at the mirror, wiping tears away. He looks at himself and shakes his head.
You're pathetic.
A dark shadow drifts into the room and surrounds Peter.
I'm trying.
The voice says, now.
That's my daughter. Do you realize what you're asking me to do?
The voice says, I need her. The shadow moves away from Peter and disappears. Peter slams his hand against the sink. He goes down on his knees, goes to the cupboard, reaches in, brandishes the gun. He puts it in his back pocket and walks out the door. Scene 8, interior.
All right, I'm going to try some of scene 8. Here we go. This one I have to tell you.
He stands in the center of the room.
Here we go.
And looks at Paige.
This one I have to tell you.
Paige says, what is it, Dad?
Your mother was sick. She wouldn't have never made it.
Paige says, what do you mean?
She was going to die. That's why I had to do it.
Paige sits up, anxious, and says, do what?
I had to make a deal with him.